So today we're gonna be doing this rim that you see in front of you. So we're gonna try to not waste any time. So we know that our rim has dimensions in inches. So we're gonna go without wasting any time. We go new thing. From there we go English standard. We go creator. All right. So here we need to know what drawing plane we are using, as this is one of the main things that we need to consider. So we're using XY drawing plane. And then from there what I do is I try to draw my line. Remember, the lines that I'm drawing are just for guidance. And that one, this one here to be to be 15 inches. So that's one need to be 15 inches. And after that, I'm drawing another line. So this other line here need to be let's say 15 inches as well. This one need to be 15 inches. Okay. And I wanted to come the side. Come on, escape. I need to know what is the width of my rim. So my rim has a width of 7 inches. So I want this line here from the to here. What did I say? It has 8 inches. Sorry, I want that line here to be 8.5 inches. And then knowing that my rim has a diameter of 17 inches, so I want this line here, which is also a line just for guidance. First of all, I need to make sure that I need it to be parallel to my original line. So I want this dimension here to be actually 17 and a half. Thus needs to be 8.5 inches. Once I have that line of mine, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to draw a straight line D. All right, it's not visible though, but and that one from the to the, that's one they need to be. So I want this dimension here to be 1.25 inches. Remember, you need to drag that back on every time we have this kind of situation, as I always say. So, and then from the, what I do is I come here and I draw this straight line here, okay, which is inclined having an angle of that angle there. I want it to be 110 degrees, having an angle of 110 degrees. So I have that one over there. And then from the, I want its size to be 0. I want it to be 0.68 inches. Again, I don't know why this is moving, but come on. Again, I don't know why this is moving, but I want it to come back in. Right. So then that I've got. Then from the, what I do is I'm gonna try to draw this arc of mine here. This arc of mine. Remember here, what you're doing, you are conceiving, right? So you can come up with your own dimensions, but there are dimensions that are critical, among which the diameter, the width, right? So first of all, I need this one and that one to be tangent. That's one, yeah, and that's one to be tangent. It is tangent, okay. Among which the diameter, the width, and we know that our rim, need to have a width of 8 inches. Sorry, then which means that from the to the, instead of having 8.9, 8.5, I need to have, I'm having that one there plus, because remember we are conceiving here, plus 8, which means 9.25 inches. 9.25 inches. So there we go. And then from the, what I'm going to do is I draw another arc here. So I draw another arc here. I want that one the, so I want the dimensions of that to be actually 7.3 inches. 7.3 inches. Okay. And I want that and that to be tangent. Okay, tangent. And then from there now I go if my line here, this is my line, can this and that be tangent? All right, that's is tangent. This is so perfect. So I have my line there, and then I carry on with my line up to here, up to here. There we go. There we go. Then I have this other line coming from there up to here. I got this one, and here I'm done with that part almost. I'm done with, but in here I'm done with that part almost. And on those sides here, I do the same thing. I do the same thing the side here. So what I do is I come up with that over there. I got this one. Then so from there to here, which goes like that, and then my straight line from there, let's say to there. So I'm done there. So everything is fine there. I'm done that side there. So now I come up with a circle. So there is my circle there. I want it to be tangent. So that and this need to be tangent, and I want the size of my circle here to be, let's say, 50 inches. All right, I go escape. Then I don't want the rest. I don't want that. Okay. Then there, here, what I do again, I come with this line here. So this line here need to come up from here, let's say from V to V. Okay. And I don't want that spot there again. You see, this fine. And then after that, what I do is I come off with an arc there. So I come off with an arc now. So I want from D to V. Okay, to have an arc there. So remember, I drag that one up there, and then I trim that side. Okay. So now that I got that porch here, what I need to do now, I need to come up with the inside part. So the inside, I need to come up with the inside part. So the inside part is quite easy though. Okay. So now what I do is I count there. I take my dimensions there, and then I go like that. I stop, let's say, here. I stop there. Then I come like this. I stop there again. And then after that, what I do is I come up with a straight line. I come up with a straight line up to here. And then after that, what I do is I draw the line of the center line of my PCD. This is my center line of my PCD. And then I want this to be parallel to that, and I want the dimensions from V to V, which gonna be 3.55 inches. So right. So then here, what I'm gonna do now is come up now with that spot there, and I want from D to D to be 95 degrees, right? And then I go down like this. This one need to come up like that. Let's say up to there. I'm gonna trim any part that is not needed afterwards. So after that, I want this line of mine, okay, to come up there. Okay, so this line from V to V need to be at least 0.3, 0.5, sorry, 0.53. So I got it that place there. Remember, this is the center line of my PCD, right? So this is now the thickness we the bolt will be holding. So I come like this with this straight line, yeah. So I go like that. You see there, yeah, you see there, and then it goes inclined there, like this, way there, and then like that. There we go. Okay. So yeah, what I do is I'm gonna trim this part. I trim this part. I trim this part, and I trim that part. Okay. So I got my size. I need to trim that spot as well. So I'm trimming this spot. I'm trimming that spot. I'm trimming that spot as well. I'm trimming this spot. I'm trimming that one. I'm trimming that. I'm trimming this. I'm trimming that. Since I don't need those ones, I'm trimming that one as well. So I'm trimming that. I'm trimming that. Okay. So that. So now what I'm doing now that I finished my sketch, I go in 3D model, and from there go revolve function. Then I select my profile. Then from there I go and then I select the axis. There is the axis against which I want it to be done. Then I go, you can see now, I go, okay. So there is our rim. There is our rim. But now, what we need to do, we need now, this is a heavy one, eh? So what we need to do now, we need to give the profile, so the profile on top here. So we're gonna go on, we're gonna change the drawing origin plane. So we're gonna go on, which one now? XZ, okay. So then I say, new sketch, there it starts. So remember, again, you need to have your lines of reference. So those are my lines of reference. So the second one, so that was the vertical one, this is the horizontal one. And from there, I come up with these other lines here. Remember, I need holes for my PCD. Okay. Show that everything there is fine, so that is fine. You need to make sure about that. So our rim gonna have 5 holes. Gonna have 5 holes, so I need to have at least 5 lines. That's one need to come on. That's one need to come there. Okay, and at least to have 5 lines. So and then I'm gonna put this line here. If there is any line missing, you're gonna add up another line. So remember, the full circle has 360 degrees. So 360 degrees divided by 5 gives me 72 degrees. So I'm gonna do that one from the to the, that one need to be 72 degrees. That one need to be 72 degrees. And then from here to the, that one need to be 72 degrees as well. So 72 degrees. And then here from the to a to that one need to be 72 degrees as well. So 72 degrees. And then which one haven't touched? I need another line here. I need another line here. This is my line, just to make sure this through there. So here again, so from there to there, I need to have 72 degrees. So that one needs to be 72 degrees. And then now from here to here, it's obviously 72 degrees. That's for confirmation. That is 72 degrees escape. And then here, I'm gonna draw my PCD. I said my PCD was 7.1 inches. So then my hole here need to have this diameter need to be 7.1 inches. And then what I do now, I'm gonna draw holes here. come on, there, my first hole, my second hole. We're gonna give dimensions afterward anyway. Let's see, come then closer. My third hole, that's my third. Then another hole there, my fourth hole, and then my fifth hole is gonna be there. All right. So now, what I want to give dimensions to my hole. That's one need to be 0.67. So that's one is to be 0.67. This one here, 0.677. Right. So now that we have this, we need to make sure about another thing now. So now I'm gonna draw this line. This line here is for now for the profile of our rim. So I want this one to be parallel to that. I want this one to be parallel to that. Again, I'm gonna draw this side as well. Another one. So I want this one to be parallel to that. I want this one to be parallel to that. All right. Again, I draw another line here. First one. Second one. It's a long journey here. So I want this one to be parallel to that. I want that one to be parallel to this. Okay. And I want this one to be parallel to this one, and I want this one to be parallel to that. Now that we have this, okay, now that we have all of this, it looks messy, yeah, don't worry about it. So we're gonna give dimensions. So I want from the to here to be, let's say, 0.52 inches, and then from here to there, I want to there, escape, and then from here to there, I want this one to be again 0.52 inches. The same applied here, 0.52 inches. The same apply here, 0.52 inches. From the to here, that needs to be 0.52 inches. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna draw my circle now. This is my circle, and I want it to be 15.5 inches. Okay. And then now I want my other circle here, this one here, to go up to there, and I want this one to have a dimension of 9 inches. Okay, so I think that is fair, right? Done with that. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna try to remove this one. So I'm gonna select it and I say delete this for my PCD. Then inside here, I'm gonna trim. So this is the design that I came up with. Okay, so this is what came up in my mind. You can come up with your own design though. You can come up with your own design. So let's see how this is gonna look like, you know. So let's remove all the unnecessary things, you know, all the lines that we don't need. Gotta remove that spot, this, that. Okay, that's one there, that's one, that's one, that's one, that's one, that's one, that's one, that's one inside there, gonna remove all of this that we don't need. So that don't need that. Okay. All right. So once all of those are removed, I can leave what inside there because it's gonna change anything to our drawing. So I'm gonna remove this as well. So, yeah, I need to remove that one as well. I remove that one. I need to remove this one. Okay, so that is done. Now I'm gonna remove these ones here. I don't need that. So you can come up, as I said, you can come up with your own design. So this is what I conceived, right? This is a this is actually quicker, okay, and easier, right? So you can come up with your own design, as complicated, slow as you want. But so after that, I've trimmed all the parts that I don't need, so I can try to add up, you know, some design. So I can go there and add that one over there, add that one over there, and then I can add up that one over there. I come here, I add up this one over there. Everything, you know, what you can do now, you don't mind that. You can leave it like that. It's not a big issue. What you can do is you go on 3D model, and then you go extrude, and then you remove anything that you don't want. I don't want that. 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 Let's see. I don't want that part. So I cut, instead of adding, I cut. So I'm gonna cut that part. It's just make sure that it goes both ways, right? So let's put that one 15 inches. Does not matter though. Okay. So then from there I say yes. So look at how your rim looks like now. So I remove that. I didn't remove that part, so I'm gonna remove it. Don't worry about that. So what I do is I go on sketch, I say visibility. The first I go and extrude again. Then from there I select the part that I don't need. Okay. This time I select the holes as well. I don't need that one. I don't need this one. I don't need that one. I don't need that. I don't need that as well. Then I come here, I say cut both sides 15. Then I say okay. So now I can come here and then undo my visibility. So now look how sorry, and now look how your rim looks like now. So this is how your rim looks like. Okay, you see how beautiful it looks like. So from here you can choose the material that you want. You can choose the material that you want. Okay, so this is so beautiful. This is a good design. This is a beautiful design. I like it though. I like it, you know. I like this design. So yeah, what you do is you can come here and choose the material. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put let's say stainless steel. Can it work? Stainless steel. Look now. So look now. So this is how your rim looks in stainless steel. As I said, you can come up with your own design, okay? You can come up with your own design. So this is the simplest and I think the most quick that I came up across, you know, in terms of designing a rim. So let's try resin acetal resin black. So check. Yeah, this is so good. This is so good. I like it. I like this. Okay. So it was a pleasure of mine sharing this video with you, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Don't forget to share if you feel like this video the way it has been explained can, you know, need to be shared to other people as well. And don't forget to like if you feel like, you know, you need to like this video. And for now I'm gonna ask you to take care of yourself, and I hope to see you on the next video. And I'm gonna say now bye. Cheers.